Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Total War. Well, last time, my daimyo officially became the Shogun. And as a result, we now get a bonus morale, bonus money, bonus units. Oh, it's good to be the Kokking Shogun. But yes, this does leave us in a rather interesting position. After all, Realm Divide only started because the old Shogunate declared war on us. And they're gone now. Functionally, we have won our war against the old Shogunate. Meaning, what we need to do now is find a way to win the peace. Because as you probably noticed, yes, it's unlikely we're going to be able to make friends with the people we've been fighting a Realm Divide against this entire time. As far as they're concerned, I'm an existential threat. Either they kill me, or I kill them. And they do mean that very literally, because, yes, the smallest surviving faction, these guys over here, they've now got one city that is basically unguarded, currently in range of one of my armies. I could literally march over there right now and murder them. But even so, they are not willing to even consider peace. They simply consider my previous crimes are too severe to ever forgive. They would rather die than come to terms with me. And the same is also true for, yes, all the other factions that were present during Realm Divide. But therein lies the trick. Factions that weren't present during Realm Divide, they don't care about that. So the Sakai here, they are absolutely a-okay with me because I basically brought them back from the dead. Previously, they were conquered by one of these factions that's at war with me. Well, I've just shown up, revived them, and now as a result, they're happy to be my vassal. And much more importantly than being a vassal, they're also my trade partner. And even though they are a tiny empire made up of a single province, I am making 1,500 gold a turn by trading with them. And to be clear, a city next door that I'm controlling directly, that's generating only like 200 gold a turn. So yes, at this point basically there's not really any benefit to me expanding and taking new territory if what I could do instead is create new vassals that are going to be my personal pet trade partners. Especially given, as you may have already noticed, yes, provinces that are held by my vassals do count towards my number of provinces for calculating victory. So basically, yes, I need to figure out which societies I'm going to just absorb, because, you know, maybe they've got some useful resources I want to get my hands on, versus which are going to be converted into new vassals that are going to trade with me. Though yes, that doesn't necessarily expand to everyone. As I was saying, it is unfortunate, but the factions that were present during Realm Divide, they've kind of just got to go, actually, because they would never stop attacking me otherwise, so just march on in. This territory, as I was saying, is basically unguarded. We can just walk in, no trouble, and as a result of that, basically, yes, well, one, you level up, congratulations, and on top of that, okay, an opportunity to vassalize, not that I'd want to, because you hate me and always will, so instead, off you go, buddy. I'm very sorry it came to this. And there we go. One faction that was always going to hate me removed from the map forever. Next on the list, the Ikkō-ikki. You guys down to 2 settlements at this point? I think you might be. Yeah, there we go, 2. You can always check on the diplomacy screen. There is also another reason why, yes, as we keep expanding at this point, we might favour creating vassals over capturing territory, which is, as you get bigger and bigger, it does become more and more difficult to pacify new towns. So say over here at Tajima, yes, we have now got, hang on, a -4 to public order as a result of resistance to foreign occupation. And as the tooltip says, that's not actually going to be going away. If we skip over far to the west here in Aki, meanwhile, that exists, but it's only, yeah, -2. Meanwhile, over here at, say, yeah, Heisen, which we did conquer just a very long time ago, it's not present at all. So yes, as you just expand more and more and more, there are just more public order penalties to the increasingly remote provinces. But if the faction belongs to someone else, obviously, you don't need to be worrying about public order at all. That becomes that faction's business. Which means in the long run, you need to start demolishing buildings to build more happiness buildings, and it really stops being worthwhile after a certain point. This is why, yes, just looking for a way to create friendly pet vassals, that's the way to go, though. Okay. Watch out for the Takeda. They're not completely 100% done yet, though. Oh yeah, these are now newly trained armies for the most part. They're getting desperate. Still, now we're confident that, yeah, the Takeda are located over here with one of their remaining flimsy armies. That means up here, things are probably going to be pretty chill. Because, yeah, there's a big mountain range running along the north of Japan over here. So these settlements are a bit isolated from the ones further south. In much the same way as, yeah, up here around Tajima, you've got a few fairly isolated settlements that are a little bit separated from central Honshu. So in which case, just deploy this army over in this direction, walk straight through my vassal territory, because I'm allowed to do that. Make sure you guys are exempt from taxes, so yes, at this point, unless I've got a garrison present, I literally don't get any money out of these towns. That's why vassals are better. 1,500 in trade income, much better than the literal 0 I'm getting out of Tango right now. So, you're gonna march northwards and just start knocking out some of these territories, creating some new vassals. Beautiful. You stay here, guarding Omi and thus Kyoto against the incoming forces of the Hojo and also the Takeda behind them. And meanwhile, yeah, we've got some small armies over here that could just mop up down south. Beautiful. Plus, of course, do bear in mind that, yes, just wandering up the coast and handing over various coastal territories to new friendly vassals, that denies ports to these guys. The less ports they've got, the less cocking of boats they can keep training and sending in my direction. Here we go, there's a military port right here, just round the corner, for me and my new vassal. So that is not acceptable. Well, we've done about as much as we can, so keep a time ticking along. Bloody Hojo agents need to be dealt with, by the way, and well, would you look at that? They're sending in, yes, Buddhist monks to cause Buddhist rebellions. Well, lardy-cocky die using my own tricks against me, I say. Meanwhile, yeah, Takeda just moving forward with various boats and armies, and nothing too much to worry about there, to be honest. I think, yeah, we can deal with this nonsense, though. Did you just, like, walk in with 2.5 guys and then burn down my farmland? Because if so, I'm not impressed with that. Yeah, the Takeda guy who just burned something down, it was literally... Hang on, you any chance? No, you're not like the daimyo or anything, though you are the Commissioner for Warfare. You and 24 of your best friends just decided to mosey in and then attack my settlement. And I'm not keen on that, actually. That's not acceptable. Still, we've got a 32% chance of, yes, assassinating that monk, because assassination is the way you're supposed to be dealing with monks, of course. And well done, good sir. Not dead, but wounded, so bare minimum he can't cause any more trouble for a while. And okay, as for armies, I think we could see pretty much everything the Ikkō-ikki have got left. They've put all of it into this one army right here. And by the looks of it, it's not a great army, no. So, okay. Mosey back over here. Keep your eye on the Takeda folks as well. But yeah, have a good look at you. Oh dear. That's not gonna go well for you if you decide you want to push this, no. Still, step 1, we've got to deal with this small rebellion, which is, you know, not a terrible rebellion, but also not a full stack army. And conveniently, guess who just cocky got back to the front line? It's Daisuke Kune, who, yes, you may recall, led the disastrous Operation Backstab back in the day. So, okay, just send you forward, good sir, so that, yes, we can just surround this guy, finish him off, etc., etc. You don't need to pay tax, don't worry about that. We just need to, yes, get everyone in place, and, sorry, you did level up, I forgot about that, so, okay, charge bonus to cavalry, melee attack to sword infantry. You do have some sword infantry, and also no cavalry, so sure, you can have that. Then just, yeah, make sure he's got stand and fight, which is excellent. +1 melee attack to all infantry under this guy's command. That's pretty good as well. Yeah, you can have all of that, buddy. Lovely. And then, yeah, you just come over here. We'll surround this guy and see if we can just finish him off nice and easy. Because I suspect this will not be difficult to. Excuse me, where do you think you're going? Get back here. Right, just shove together an army out of basically anything that we've got floating around nearby, and that's fine. I'm happy to auto-resolve that one. We're going to win, and we'll take some casualties. It's not really a problem. Don't worry about it. Honestly, 800 lost. That's fine. We'll regrow that in no time whatsoever. And that monk's been got rid of, so we can't just do this again next turn. So, that taken care of. These guys could just figure out how to move south next turn. In the meantime, yeah, we've got one good army right here. And this territory, hang on, I swear I have my eye on you. Because yes, you, sir, have got a criminal syndicate and also a proper ninja academy right here. Which I'm pretty sure you guys have as well, actually. Yes, in fact, that's a fully upgraded one. But unfortunately, yes, you didn't bother building the ability to train ninjas here. So given my ninjas do keep getting picked off, yeah, just send this small secondary army in this direction. They could just basically walk into there. That's not a problem in the slightest. So, right, Takeda, down one more settlement. And also down the ability to train significantly more powerful ninjas inside my territory, which is beautiful. Oh, and hilariously, of course, yes, this isn't just any settlement. The reason this province is all about the ninjas is because this is the starting territory for the Hattori clan, who I could revive at this point. It's not just a minor faction you can bring back, it's the major ones too. Though yeah, I'm not really sure I want a vassal this nearby to Kyoto that could be training ninjas that are quite strong. Sorry, the Hattori get to stay dead. We'll be taking this one for me. And speaking of which, yeah, get a ninja out straight away. On top of that, just train more chapels, more everything. Because we're up to, okay, resistance to invaders is at -13 right now. That will go down a bit, but it will stop going down at some point, yes. A basic church and a market, that's not a bad thing to have located around here. So, okay. That will be fine. You just heal up from any tiny knocks that you just took. You should be fine next turn, my friend. We've also got, yeah, some decent troops right here in Kyoto. And I am going to say, yeah, let's just send a few of you round the corner to stand outside Omi as a backup, just in case the enemy decide to send everything at that territory at the same time. Oh, and don't forget, you, sir, need to cocking die. You're not getting away with attacking my... Okay, you might get away with attacking my farmlands. I kind of noticed you've just run quite a long way away. No, you're not getting away with this. You are getting a cocking executed. And I mean that very literally. Alright, set up the firing squad right here. And in just a flipping second, arrows coming in. Gunfire comes in as well. Open fire on you, and I'm pretty sure they all just died. Well done, lads, though. Is that a horse or a person? That's just a horse. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Right, so that's you nice and dead, sir. Marvellous. And okay, like we were saying, now mosey back northwards. Let's focus our attention up here on these relatively isolated settlements. Though hilariously, the Sakai are actually building up an army. Slowly, because they've only got one town. It's not much of a town, but they are doing it. Like, eventually, they might just march out and take this settlement by themselves. Still, stay focused on the big stuff here. We've got to deal with this nonsense in this bit of the world. The last Ikkō-ikki army, once it's gone down, should leave them pretty much defenseless. Oh, though, watch out as well, yes, over here in the open ocean, because my older friends, the Honma, are up to their bloody tricks again. This time, they've got an entire cocking a full stack army trying to sneak past me into my territory. So, okay, that needs to be taken care of, and hilariously, they're willing to consider doing it. Honestly, guys, that's fine, because, you know, I'm going to win. And if we auto-resolve, there's a much better chance you'll just sink. So, there we go. We lost some ships, absolutely. However, there goes their cooking army. That's what I wanted to say. And then we could just mosey that fleet into the port we just liberated and repair it straight away. So they're going to be back up to full strength the next turn anyway. Beautiful. Still, keep on keeping on. Let's see what my enemies are planning for me next. Naturally, the answer is 10 million Metsukes arresting and executing literally everyone, because when are they not planning that? Okay, Takeda also moving up, and okay. They've decided to send, yes, their current daimyo, and son and heir, and also one more general to face off against this army, and that is a weird decision on your part, guys. Because sure, in like average quality, their army is superior, they've got a greater percentage of samurai and whatnot, but I've got vastly superior firepower, vastly superior cavalry, I've got guns, because yes, when I say firepower, I included archers, which I probably shouldn't, but whatever. But, yes, guys, this is not going to go well for you. So, okay, on this occasion, yeah, I put my archers on the front line, because I'm kinda hoping that will beat the idiot generals forward to try and charge exposed archers. And if they do, well, okay, we've got cooking Yari cavalry ready to just move in and melt them. All my gunpowder, meanwhile, that's up on the hill hidden in the forest. So, okay, I do not see this going well for you guys. Though you do have to give them, the Takeda are definitely the snazziest faction in the game. Like, they've got some beautiful red armor, red flags, etc, etc. They look lovely. And it looks to me like maybe the generals are kinda taking the bait, which is some of them are moving off to one side. We've got, yeah, plenty of archers ready to start firing. Obviously, they're superior to my Ashigaru bow units, but we've just got so much more in the way of numbers, they're going to be overwhelmed. So, okay, it looks like, yeah, all the cavalries are coming in on this flank. So, just bring my own cavalry over to that front as well. Yeah, general, light cavalry, okay. You can just come out of that pose, come and assist if you'd be so kind. If they want to, like, you know, come and charge into my flipping spear walls, they're welcome to try, but honestly, I feel like that's not necessary. Like, you know, we've got all of these spear cav right here, so guys, are you sure you want to do this? Like, 100% sure. So, right. Archers are now firing on archers. You guys may as well activate flaming arrows, because why not, quite frankly. You guys just, yes, mosey forwards, hit this general. He's going to melt in no time whatsoever. Okay. So what they're doing is, yes, slamming into the side of this bow unit, which is fine, because we've got Naginata Samurai right there to intercept you. You could just push forward, and they will be annihilated as well. This general's already dying at ludicrous speed, by the way, so he'll be gone in no time whatsoever. They're trying to send in reinforcements to help out. That's kind of irrelevant, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be dead before they even get here. So, right, turn your attention over here, wipe out the next general. So, okay, their royal family's basically about to die. Meanwhile, just to get, yes, my gunners running out of the beautiful, sexy forest right here. You guys may now start, like, you know, falling back if you'd be so kind. And on the contrary, Naginata Samurai start running forward. That is fine. There's some Katana Samurai here as well, but honestly not really something to be worried about. But yeah. We're going to have plenty of troops just moving around the outskirts here. My cavalry is going to melt you in no time whatsoever. And as soon as you're dead, honestly, yeah, you guys just start flanking as well. We've got a spear wall coming in to melt this unit of light cav. Another general right here, so that is fine. So yes, this is going to be a tiny bit of a messy fight in a way, but it kind of doesn't really matter. So yeah, you guys just move forward. There's some gunfire. You just come over here, annihilate these stupid bastards, and they've all just been shot to death. In fact, okay, that unit doesn't exist anymore, which is hilarious. So, right, you just come forward, please. Everybody just open fire, and I love the gun units on the flanks. They're hilarious, and oh dear, oh flippin' dear. It turns out your armor doesn't do much against cocking guns. So, right, they're now running away. You need to be a tiny bit nearer to them. Sorry, got you a little bit too far away there. And I'm pretty sure you are now shattered and gone. Beautiful. So, okay, they're dead. We've lost some troops, but there is a general with this army, so it will not be difficult to grow them back. Marvelous. And actually, yes, that was the Takeda's turn, of course. They decided to come at me. Then another army decided to come in the same direction, but not actually bother attacking me, so... okay, I feel like the Takeda are slightly falling apart. They don't know what to do anymore. Oh, better and better. Right, that upgraded church is already done. Though I think possibly a level 3 church might be overkill. Let's go over to a sumo tournament. I've got plenty of food right now. Bonus happiness and bonus tax. That wouldn't hurt at all. And I feel like, yeah, my army is doing just fine. We don't need more military tack. Oh, and here we go. My first ninja is available out of my new ninja academy. So, yeah, the advantage of starting at just level 2 is you get to have a retainer and a few skill points immediately. So, avoiding detection if unsuccessful, or alternatively, bonus movement range. Now that's actually pretty useful. So yeah, you can have that, good sir. And on top of that, bonus subterfuge when assassinating. Not bad at all. You know what? We will just, yeah, max that out immediately. So you, sir, are now much better when it comes to assassinating than you would be otherwise. Which is good, because would you believe, there's more cooking Metsukes floating around, and I'm pretty sure you just arrested, yes, the cooking priest. I spent like 10 turns getting to the front line again. So, okay, can you do this? No, obviously not. Cooking Metsukes, bane of my existence. Could somebody, please, just assassinate this one bloody bureaucrat who keeps coming into my territory and arresting my own people inside their own lands? No, obviously not once again. Okay, it's all gonna be fine, but bare minimum, you just leveled up from failing. Well done, good sir. So, okay. That is not bad, actually. Subterfuge for assassination and also avoiding detection. Or alternatively, critical success chance. So, yeah, killing rather than wounding. No, I'm taking the flash powder. That's fine. And once again, just max out assassin. Somebody is going to successfully assassinate an enemy agent at some cocking point. But okay, back in the center. Send my son and heir to Kyoto, just to, yeah, start putting together a new small army here. And Doisukekune, you can start, yes, leading this relatively small and unimportant army down south just to do some mopping up. Because it looks to me like you can just make it to Yamato right now, which is quite impressive, quite frankly. And yeah, you should just be able to walk in and take that settlement without it being an issue whatsoever. So, yeah, just in we go. Auto-resolve that. You will shoot those guys down. That many archers means you can just walk in. It's not going to be a problem. And as usual, just start, yeah, burning down buildings in order to build churches. And speaking of churches, hang on. There we go. The Tier 2 church, the big difference being, yeah, the rate at which it converts the local populace is just so much faster. And it even adds to local replenishment, which is also not bad at all. Oh, and here's fun, by the way. Just moving back up north for a second. I've stumbled across, yes, a flipping Hojo army that was trying to sneak around the back of me. So, okay. You we can just put back in your box for a second. And you, good sir, hang on, are you going to be in range to assist? So it looks like, yes, you'll be in range to assist you, but you wouldn't be in range to assist them. So, okay, possibly they would be, but yes, I'm out of movement points anyway. Though if I could just deal with the army, It's possible you guys, the Sakai, might just be able to walk up the road and deal with this by yourself, which would be hilarious. But, okay, we'll get back to that next turn. For the time being, yeah, we've already taken one settlement, which is pretty good. And you guys are just hanging out here, basically doing nothing. Which I'm actually fine with, because it's about to be winter. So, if you just hang out here during winter, it's not going to end well for you. Especially when I've just got more and more troops slowly making their way northwards to reinforce Ome. In fact, speaking of which, yeah, pop the Sun and Air right in here. He could just trade a position for like one archer. Not a problem. You get into Kyoto. And then you just move forward a tiny amount. So I think you're now in a range to, yeah, reinforce these guys. But okay. We've now got basically 3 full stacks floating around here. You guys are healed up, by the way. You are healed up, so right. You just mosey over here, reinforce that army too, so, oh yeah. We are now starting to put together overwhelming firepower on the front line, ready to just march in and annihilate these last few losers. But okay, I've just done some navy maintenance, mopping up a few fleets here and there. Everything looks fine to me, so, okay. Bring on winter and see if maybe, just maybe, that's going to encourage you losers to bother actually doing something. Okay, more agent movement and, oh. Turns out the Hojo had a little bit more up here than I was anticipating, so back away because... bare minimum, that's got rid of, yes, their reinforcements. But it turns out, right, I've stumbled across, possibly, the biggest remaining Hojo army floating around Japan. It was way up here for some reason. Now, can I actually deal with this? That is a lot of archers, and a lot of basic Yari Ashigaru. I think I can, just because, yeah, I've got the superior cavalry. So all I need to do really is assassinate their general, who's not very good anyway, and then bring the cav around, slam into the side, slam into the archers, slam into the back of these guys, though... right, the issue is Yari Samurai and Naginata. That's the front line, and they're pretty resistant to cavalry, so... okay. The guns are also going to be important here. Got it. Oh, and this is perfect. Look at the map we've got. Lots of forests, so okay. It's ambush time. Oh, but you clever bastards. Because they start the fight and they get to choose the weather. They've gone for raining. Meaning, yes, flaming arrows don't really do anything. And gunpowder, while it still works, takes longer to reload. Okay, this could actually be a bit tricky, as it turns out. Okay, we're going to do a standard hill ambush here. Just put everybody on a hill. Archers are not at fire at will, because yeah, I don't want them actually firing until such time as the guns are in range. Though, honestly, yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same time anyway. As soon as the guns fire, then we turn on fire at will. Everybody fires, so we thunder down the hill. Everything works out fine, hopefully. The point is, they started this fight, so they've got to come to me. And if we're lucky, yeah, they're not going to be able to figure out what they're walking into, because they can only use the information they've got. The information they've got right now is, my goodness, an isolated general on top of a hill. How fortunate for us, we shall simply go and run into him. So okay, just let them come, and as soon as the guns start firing... then, yeah, we just activate fire at will, and at that point, their archer line ought to be annihilated. So just wait for the right moment. Okay, as soon as we hear gunfire, that's when it happens. And they're already moving inside archer range, which is good. Gunners still hidden, gunners are still hidden, gunners still hidden. Any moment now. As soon as they get into, there we go. Unit number 1 opens a fire. That means all of you may open a fire as well. And we get the first shot in, including taking out, yes, by the looks of it, their general. So, okay, what are you guys doing over there, by the way? You guys just start moving down in this direction. Then we've got Yari Cavalry, that's the Donterbus. You guys just start moving over there as well. Yari Cav, just head forward, hit that general. I want him taken out, please. So, right. Do what you can, but if they start, charging forward, we're going to need you to pull back. Though, honestly, with the very slow reload, you should probably start pulling back about now. Or, we could just charge forward with the Naginata. Because you guys are kind of on the high ground, so, that would work. That'd be fine. So, you just stay there. In fact, you know what? You hit that general too. You just, mosey forward, hit those guys. You mosey forward, hit those guys too. That's gonna be fine. You just start moving out over here, because there's not much cavalry to guard against. And the Yari Cavalry, they're gonna be the ones doing the real killing. So, you just move over here, hit these guys. That general's already mostly dead, even before everyone else piles in. So, right, that's gonna do some good work to you. I'm amazed you're still feeling good, by the way, because you are, mostly dead at this point. So, right, we can now just start firing. Also, John, bring the general a bit further forward here. If you can, just flipping activate and spire on these guys. Make sure this guy is in range as well. This general is starting to fall apart. That's good. In fact, I think he's gone. So, Yari Cavalry can now just charge forward and hit anyone they want in the flank. The problem is we've now got, an absolute cocking mess of infantry right here. And some of them do have, spears. So, they're not really good candidates for being charged with cavalry. Still, just to send everyone barreling forward just to keep them busy. Keep you guys just flanking and, just into these guys when you're done. I know they're Yari Samurai, but you're just gonna have to make it do. The Donterbus were on the other side. You can just start moving forward and engaging those guys as well. Get the Donterbus over here. Get the Yari moving over in this direction. I want to see what this blob's gonna do before we really, engage in any other capacity. Because they've got a lot of cheap spearmen who, nonetheless, would do a very good job melting my flipping units in terms of cavalry. So just get you out over to here. Watch the Donterbus. That's Yari Samurai who are really trying to... Uh-oh. Okay, Donterbus, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. You engage the Yari. Then we have got, my Yari Cav just moving around the outside and look for archers to hit if you can. Because, we've got a good quality samurai who are losing slightly, but you're shaken, so hopefully you'll break. We've got a lot of guns and archers just firing from the back line right now. So, hopefully, they're going to do good work. So, oh, well done. You actually fired there before you started running. Good, 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 good. Just, fall back a little bit while these guys just head over here, pin these guys in place. You just start looping around the outside, because that's going to draw a lot of troops away, actually. Then we've got, Bo Ashigaru over here. That's Yari Ashigaru. They're very good at hunting down cavalry. So, okay. You guys head over here. Hit the Bow Samurai. That's a good target. That's a Bow Ashigaru. You head over here, just slam into these guys. You head over here, slam into these guys as well. We'll do some good damage to you. So you just hit them, you hit them, then pull out immediately and get over here instead. You've just done some good work to these guys. I know they're a samurai, but they're Bow Samurai. This is also just keeping them busy for the time being. So, just causing disruption, panic, etc., etc. You get over to here. Okay, you should really be charging forward and doing the same. These guys are now, a little bit stuck out the way. So, okay, just to bring you over to here. In a second, you'll be able to open a fire on these guys. And as soon as you're in the right position... Okay, open a fire on these guys and do ridiculous, stupid damage. No, seriously, come on. A little bit closer. This is dangerously nearby, but I need you to, do something. There we go. That was solid. Good, 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 good. So, okay. Yari Ashigaru heading around over here, and it looks to me like, the central line is now falling apart. So, that is fine. My Naginata samurai just held the line, and I think despite the rain, yeah, the gun units probably more than paid for themselves several times over, just in terms of, yeah, morale shocks caused by gunpowder. So yeah, cavalry just a turn around, slam into these guys because they are now wavering as more gunpowder just comes in. But this blob is about to collapse as well, and as soon as it does, we are going to be golden. So yeah, just push it forward, keep firing at anything that's not quite broken yet. More cavalry comes slamming in from the rear, and that entire army is now done. Beautiful. I'm going to say, yeah, that was pretty well done, actually, yes. Oh, and you've gotta love just riding down thousands of fleeing enemy troops in the rain. That's delightful. So, okay, that army's basically destroyed for only 600 men being killed. I'm gonna say that's a huge win for me. A few more coming in too, but seriously, what are you guys actually, like, planning right now? You're just, like, consistently moving troops around, though. Okay, the Hojo may be massive cowards, but at least cooking finally, the Ikkō-ikki decided they wanted to make something happen. Though hilariously, yes, they seem to have brought an army that is primarily made up of, well, basic chaff, and then a whole bunch of bow units. In a situation where, you know, my secondary army has got a huge amount of very good cavalry in terms of charging into the enemy and annihilating them. And also, the Great Guard, so... Oh, I'm gonna have some fun here today. Oh, and do you want to know what's particularly funny, by the way? The way these guys have laid out their units means, yeah, there's 3 units over here, where there's a 2 bow and then a 1 prop unit of infantry, standing basically isolated, while my cavalry comes in from straight behind them, so... Oh, guys. You've made a terrible mistake in terms of, yes, what's about to happen, actually. Because, okay, the Great Guard Cavalry, basically the elite of the cooking elite. Huge charge bonus, very good melee attack, very good armor, very good morale. They will stand and fight all day, every day. So, yeah, basically, send these guys at someone you really want to see dead. Which on this occasion is the lone sword, guys. So then we just send a bit more cavalry over in this direction, etc, etc. And I'm pretty sure there's more cavalry coming in just a moment as well. We're not quite done with, yes, all this cavalry. There's more cavalry. Right, send them in at 2. Then there's some Yari cavalry over here. Send you guys in as well, so... oh, guys. I think you've made a bit of a mistake. Because, yeah, we've got lots of cavalry coming in right now. They're going to try and deal with it by, like, you know, shooting me with bows. Looks like it's not working out desperately. Here come more Yari Cav just around the outside. These guys are already breaking and falling apart, which is beautiful. You guys just start moving in this direction. That is fine. So, okay, you guys are collapsing. Then just get over here towards this unit of bow Ronin. But at this point, yes, I've just brought vastly superior cavalry that is going to annihilate bow Ronin. Like, they're good units, but they cannot stand up to overwhelming samurai cavalry. And speaking of which, guess what's coming in just round the corner? Oh yeah, it's more cooking samurai cavalry. So, okay, you appear to be dead at this point. That's good. You get over the water and join up with the elite mega cav we've already brought outside. So yeah, you can just basically swing around here, take out these guys too. Over on this side, yeah, this is basically infantry. So I've just sent some gunners to mind the walls here. That will be fine. And same deal over here as well. So, yeah. We've got a lot of firepower ready to rain down on these stupid losers when the time is right. But okay. For the time being, guys, why are you on the bridge? Don't use the bridge, that's very silly. But yeah, as soon as you guys basically get over the water, we will charge at you, because I don't want to be going into the water. The water is not good for me. Yeah, they're coming in this direction now, so... right. Everybody charge, please. Everybody charge. Maybe one of you, like, over here. You're the elite Mega Cav, so that's fine. Let's just get down on the ground to enjoy this. So, okay, you decided to fire some arrows at me. Good start, I'll admit, but as it turns out, nowhere near cocky good enough. So, just a slam into you, slam into you, slam into you as well. And there we go. That's that basically taken care of. What's going on over here, by the way? Because... oh, you guys are taking your time to advance, and got it. Well, let's not worry about that in that case. Just to basically, yes, finish off these stupid losers who are going to be breaking momentarily. They've got more coming in, but they're already panicking because they've been, like, you know, shot by guns and whatnot. So, oh yeah, you've basically given up, which is beautiful. These guys are now broken. So if we just slam into you, you will panic immediately because you've got, you know, broken friends nearby and whatnot. So yes, at this point, it doesn't even matter that they're bringing in spearmen. We can just slam into them and they will break. Not least as we are shooting them from the rear as well. So, oh yeah, this is going pretty bloody well, actually. And oh, hang on, have they got into range over here? Oh, I think they have, and there's the cooking Dondibus Cav, or like Dondibus Infantry on this occasion. So, okay, they're basically melting at this point. You've already cooking melted, so now we just send the cavalry around in this direction to slam into anyone who's left down on the ground, but, oh yeah. At this point, my tech advantage is just overwhelmingly good. There is nothing they could do to me. This has been great cooking fun. So, okay, guns are firing on this unit of Yari Ashigaru, so we just move in, break them by hitting them from every angle. Same thing again here, so, yes, at this point it just kind of doesn't matter that these are spearmen taking on cav, because they're being, you know, slammed in the rear by cavalry while also being shot, and they don't cocking like it. Oh, and this'll do to wrap it all up. The general's coming in, so, right, just send all the Yari Cav to deal with you. You will melt in a matter of seconds, and as soon as their general breaks, yeah, the rest of the army will just go. There's no way they're standing and fighting once their general's dead, and that is going to take literally seconds at this point. And there we go. The moment he died, the entire army just broke. Job done. And there we go. That, broadly, is probably the end of the Ikkō-ikki. I doubt they're going to be able to get out any significant army for the rest of the game. In fact, just looking at it right now, they've only got one province left. And I've got an army in a range of that province right now, so... okay, just start building a chapel, by the way. We can never have enough chapels. But yeah, your last settlement is right here. There's just a handful of troops sitting outside. Meanwhile, my army, though not spectacular, is well set up to deal with cities, because it's just a huge amount of cocking of bows. So yeah, I don't care that it's winter. You're going straight in, buddy, because I think it's cocking time to wrap up the Ikkō-ikki story. And highly conveniently, in the actual city, they've got no bows, no guns, no anything. It's just infantry, which is ideal. The only bows they've got are the ones coming in via reinforcements. So, you know what? Let's just enjoy this. The end of an era for one of the major playable factions. So yeah, we know the reinforcements, which are the important ones, are probably coming from the east. But you know, the game can sometimes be a bit funny about compass direction. So let's just be pointing southeast. Just in case, so wait to see where it is they're going to be appearing from precisely. Come on, guys, where are ya? Okay, on this occasion, very east, but that's not going to be a problem. We just move our troops up here. We can catch them long before they get to the city. That's going to be fine. Not least as, yeah, they need to actually get to the gate here. And it looks to me like, oh yeah, we're going to have our archers in range long before that point. And because there's no archers in the city, we can draw up, you know, fairly aggressively nearby to the actual gates. But I'm not having you actually, you know, reaching the city. So just in case, I'm sending forward some light cavalry just to make absolute double sure that you do not make it into this here city, okay? Just keep advancing, guys. Keep advancing. But yeah, they'll probably see this and be a little bit distracted. Light cavalry won't do desperately well against a bow Ronin. They're a good unit, but it's going to slow them down. Alright, it'll slow them down and give us enough time to get our archers into position. So just keep advancing, guys. Keep advancing. That's probably good enough. And at this point, yeah, they're actually fighting. I mean, honestly, you did pretty well there. So, right, now we just back off. My archers are now in a position to assist. So now we just move around over here. They get fired upon by guns and everything. You guys just go into, yes, a spear wall if you've got. Hang on. What are you? No, you're Yari Samurai. Fine. You just charge in that case. Sorry, I thought you were like Yari Ashigaru. But you're not. So that's a-okay. So, right. At this point, we are now in a very, very good position. You guys just, yeah, come round to the corner here just to shoot at these guys, please. Get the cavalry out of the way. Everyone who wants to, just activate flaming arrows, because why not, to be honest, that's fine. And yeah, then we've just got more guns coming in too. So guns just moving forward. You getting in over here. Yari Samurai. Let's just get to the horses around the side to charge into you. Now we can just shoot at them while they try and run for the city. So, oh yeah. That there. That's gonna work pretty nicely. So, screw you and your stupid bow Ronin, basically. But yeah, at this point, they've got nothing left. The reinforcements have been functionally wiped out. Then just slam into the back of these guys with the cavalry. Beautiful. That should cause them to break, and yeah. That's the job basically done. So in which case, just to bring up all of these archers, and bloody hell, do we have a lot of archers. And yeah, draw them up nearby to the city. Just out of range of the actual, yeah, towers. They can fire at us. But beyond that, so we should have more than enough ammunition to wipe these guys out to the last man. Oh, I like the crossfire here, by the way, as they desperately run for the hills. We've got, yeah, gunfire coming from multiple directions. And anyone that survives that, yeah, just send the cavalry to finish him off. So, the light cav took some knocks, that's true, but I'd say it was very much worth it. So yes, at this point we've just got 10 million archers taking out anyone who even remotely gets into range, which is beautiful. So yeah, this general is just going to melt in no time whatsoever, which is good. Yeah, I'm just going to send one unit of light infantry over here to burn down this gate. For the simple reason that, yeah, then we can just march one disposable unit up there to bait the enemy into trying to defend this breach. And as a result, they'll just, you know, walk straight into arrow range. Oh, and here we flipping go, sending in just a little bit more bait. They try and respond, and... okay, guys. How about on this occasion, we all activate our fire arrows? Just for, like, you know, a lovely, sexy fireworks display to wrap things up here. So, oh, yeah. Oh, flipping yeah. That'll do the cocking job. Well done. And in comes some more people set on fire, more fire raining down. I appreciate you're going to take some casualties too. There is going to be a little bit of friendly fire, very literally. But don't worry about it, it's all for the greater good, I promise. Oh, and here we go. Last unit is now coming in. I was just rearranging my archers to get a good view at you. And yes, now we can just fire at you from the flank, from the rear, and... this time, I've got my unit in spear wall formation. And you're not in spear wall formation, because you decided to, like, you know, charge and whatnot. So, oh yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah. This is how it's done, right here. You just stand there in your spear wall, and then lay down fire on the flank and the rear. It's a thing of cocking beauty. So, down to 10, down to 9, to 8. Let's see if we can catch, like, you know, the last Ikkō-ikki soldier here. We're down to, wait, there's 2. Just to stop for a second here, stop for a second. Can anyone see an Ikkō-ikki soldier right now? Oh, I think that might be him right there. And I think he's currently in the process of dying. Yeah, he's literally just been stabbed. Unfortunately, there are still some arrows like already in flight, so we're probably going to shoot some of my own men, but okay. The job is done, and at long cocking last, the Ikkō-ikki have been defeated. So, reinforcement army goes down. Beautiful. We step into here and... okay, we could resurrect a faction here. Do I want to resurrect a faction on the peninsula to the south of Kyoto? I think I don't want to. I'm just going to keep this one for me. Not least as, yeah, this will give me a port I can use to fix up my boats nearby. So, let's just have it confirmed, by the way. There we go. The Ikkō-ikki have officially been destroyed. And that is good, because, yeah, the fleet I sent around to here, just to keep an eye on these guys, it's definitely taken a bit of damage. So, right, let's just repair that up. That's fine. But there we go. The peninsula now completely belongs to me. Now, we do need to, like... oh, blimey. Okay, some of these territories are upset, even though, no, you're exempt from taxes. That's fine. Yes, we need to send some reinforcements just down south to make some of these places chill out a bit. Still, I would say with another major faction destroyed, how about we call it a punt there? But next time... okay. I think at this point, we are very much looking at the grand finale. After all, I'm not to 37 provinces. We only need 3 more to win. And with this army ready to move north and join back up with the centre, and 3 entire armies floating around Omi here, oh yeah. I do not think it's going to be hard to just go straight past the tattered remnants of the Hojo army and sweep through a huge amount of territory here, creating new friends, new vassals, new trade partners. Basically, yes, laying the groundwork for a beautiful ultimate victory. So hopefully you join me next time for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerds, and this has been the delightful Shogun 2 Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big.
They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!